Once again, I forgot to start the record when I first took off. Today, after this flight, not right now, but after this flight, I feel like I am no longer in training. And from this point forward, I would consider this, what I'm doing is testing. I've learned the controls now. I feel comfortable with the controls. I know what I'm doing without making mistakes. I haven't run into anything in about 3 days, so I'm good. What we're looking at here, this is a trailer park. This is the upper end, and I haven't shown this before. You see that first driveway on the right up there? That's the upper driveway to this trailer park. You can go in there and come down the one-way street, and you come out and go out at my end. The lower end is where I live, and you go out that way. If you come in the lower end, you can go to the back street here in this trailer park, but you're not supposed to go up the street this way. Not this road here. I'm talking about the street inside the trailer park. Anyway, see that white dot there? That's at that first drive right there, where that car is. That is my driveway. The next driveway is for this other trailer park up here, which is much bigger. And I guess they've got kids and stuff. And then you see that parking lot looking area up there in the just a little bit above halfway on the on this video. You see that that's the baseball diamonds up there. Okay, now you can see the rest of that other park, and that's the one I live in right there. And this we looked at yesterday, this area here. I'm just getting a different perspective. I'm still testing this quad. This is a new quad with my old transmitter. I have the advanced transmitter, and this is a new, earlier quad that was not originally bound to my transmitter. It was bound to a standard transmitter with its firmware. So I'm just kind of testing. I'm just afraid to kind of like go too far and do crazy stuff like fly too far and too high and whatever. I just don't want to lose this one here because it gets expensive. Anyway, that valley over there, haven't looked up in between those two knobs over there. I've been out along, there's a road up there at the skyline. You can see where those poles are on the left. There's a road going back there to what they call Granddad's Bluff, and it overlooks the city and has a good view and stuff. I don't know if I'd care to fly up there because, if you fly out over the bluffs and the quad drops, you're going to go down on somebody's house. But anyway, in the middle distance there, about halfway up on the on this video, you can see that nice mowed grass lawn looking thing. That's a farm. Can't really see the buildings. The far right there you could see the buildings, but you can't see them well. There's a big barn. It's kind of like, I don't know what you'd call it, a hobby farm or a show farm, because it's in really nice shape, kept in manicured condition. This is a backfield to it, I guess. I don't know who owns it, but anyway, I'm gonna go over there when I get familiar. I'll be going up to that baseball diamond, which you can see right there in the middle area, middle right. You can see a tan area in the grass. Well, that's the baseball diamond. One of them. There's two of them up there. And I'm gonna ride my bike with the drone up there in the coming days. And I'll be flying from there because it's away from all the power lines, and I can go high and test things over that open area without being afraid of losing it. And I'll get a different perspective too. I can look at that other farm and other things up that way. So I'll be doing that in the future. But right now I am at 52 meters high. That's about 150 feet. And I went out 100 meters. That's about a little over 300 feet. And I was kind of hoping to go up to that other driveway, but where I was sitting in my yard with my controller, the quad was getting pretty far away, and I was going to lose line of sight if I'd gone too much further. I would have lost line of sight behind my trailer house. So anyway, that's as far as I went. And then I played around, spun around a little bit, came down, and was flying backwards to the house, to my yard. And I was eventually made it back, and I was going to land, try and see how close I could land. These are my neighbors right here at the bottom of the screen. Next one over, and the one beyond him. There's my parking lot area. There's the street I was talking about earlier. See the street up there? It's all torn up. They dug it up last fall and put a water line, city water line. We had beautiful tasting well water for 15, 20 years that I've been living here, and now they put city water in, and all you can do is smell the chlorine in it. You don't even want to get me started on what I think about that. But anyway, here I am. That's a cherry tree right there to the left. And they're bitter cherries. We don't pick them or anything and save them. But the birds love them. They just love them, so I just leave them for them. And there's a plum tree beyond it to the left there, and another little, a little plum tree in between. Most of these, I don't know where they started from. I think my sister-in-law planted them years ago. Before she died, she planted them. And then that's what they've grown into. But there's been a few sprout from volunteers from the birds eating the cherries and little plums, I guess, and then dropping the seed pits along that steel wall there, which has been a real drag. And the sun bounces off of it in the summer and heats the whole house up. We're letting these trees grow to kind of cover that. But anyway, here I'm coming in close for a landing, and there's my pad. Up, boop, we're down. And I picked it up, shut off the props and picked it up and moved it over and started the props again, and then I shut it down.